Is that one rolling? So this is interview, letting it run. You know what I'm saying? So my name is Isaac. And I have been playing music for a long time. Back when I was in middle school, basically this guy came up to me. God, I don't even know how old I was. I wasn't even driving or a permit yet. And he invited me to a concert. And I went, and it changed my life. And in that moment, I wanted to be a musician. As soon as I seen that and I felt that energy and that passion, I had never experienced anything like that in my life. It changed everything for me. And then I wanted to become a musician, simple as that. So I got my first guitar, and I bought it just to get in a band. So I bought it and immediately tried to get in a band before I even learned how to play the dang thing. And I did. And then I realized that I wanted to be the front man. So I quit that band, started my own band. And that was the band that like really took me down a music career path. We were a punk band called Society's Victim. And we did some stuff, you know. We put out a demo. We were playing local shows. We were slaying. And then we were getting ready to graduate high school. We were seniors in high school. And our bass player quit, and we never recovered. I thought music was over for me. The band disintegrated. It never happened. All my hopes and dreams of everything I ever wanted was gone when he quit that band. And then this guy named Frank Turner, he was a solo acoustic folk punk singer. He went on tour with Bad Religion by himself, on tour, big stages, with just an acoustic guitar and a vocal. And I was so impressed. I was like, wait, I don't need a band. I don't need to depend on anybody. I can go out and play music and not depend on anyone. So that's what then I started getting into acoustic guitars and like folk, and I started a folk punk. So that's what brings me to Breedlove guitars. Is I wanted to go acoustic. I was leaving electric to do folk punk and be solo and not depend on anybody but me. And I started looking up different companies, and I'm born and raised in Oregon, so I love supporting local brands. And I found Breedlove guitars out of Bend, Oregon. And I got one. I love it. My whole entire acoustic music career was recorded, built, and performed on that guitar. It was a Atlas series guitar. And I still have it. I love it. I still perform with it. And then so that brings me to my acoustic music career. I basically was a full-time musician for about 3 or 4 years. From 2013 to whenever I burnt out. And a lot of people talk about hopes and dreams and things they want to do, and I was fortunate enough to accomplish them. My only goal in life was to make money playing music, be able to support myself playing music. That's all I wanted. I didn't need to be huge. I didn't need to be anything. I just wanted to make a living making music. That was my dream. That was my goal. And I did it. You know, I was making a living playing music from 2013. That's when I got the Breedlove endorsement. It was way back then. It's like, I don't even know how many years ago. And I don't know. It was like, I really enjoyed it. And then years went on. And I started falling out of love with it, you know, because I'm playing songs I don't like anymore just because I need to have a set that's a certain length. I'm playing shows I don't want to play just because I need to eat. And, like, I've been chasing and doing music, like, my whole life. And then I was chasing it my whole life to try to get to this point. Years and years and years of preparation and, like, fighting and, like, just trying to get to this point. And then I get there, and it just wasn't as magical as I thought it was going to. It just wasn't what I envisioned, you know. There was such a lead up. It just wasn't, I don't know. It wasn't as glamorous as I made it in my head for 10 years. And I quit playing. I got burnt out. I quit playing. I did a song a week in 2017 with a music video for an entire year. And that was the nail in the coffin. I was going to go on tour, and then bands started blowing up online with just one single, going on tour with 5 songs. And I was like, what? I don't need to go on tour and like earn it the old-fashioned way. So I did a song a week for a whole year in 2017, hoping for one of those hits. Never really happened. But I was so burnt out at the end of that, I was done. But I learned a new skill. I did a music video every single week, and I couldn't afford to pay a videographer every week for a year. So I learned video, and I fell in love with video because my artistic expression my whole life has been music. So to be able to transition to just a different art form, it was just a whole new outlet. And then, so after that series, bands started reaching out to me to do music videos for their bands. And I mean, I've done some really cool stuff. Like one of my clients was on CMT, Heavy Rotation, all kinds of stuff. And then people would find out that this guy did this music video for him, and then they wanted to hire me to do that. And it just kind of took off from there, and I made more money doing that than I ever did playing music. And I did video for probably, I don't know, years. I made a living doing that. And the same kind of thing happened when my art turned into a job and became my 9-to-5 and my hustle and my grind. It started to lose its luster. And then I think it was just last year in 2020, I had 2 big paid in full video jobs that I had to edit. And I was out in the woods, inspired to do something, film some video for myself. And then I remember getting ready to go do it, and I was like, I can't justify shooting this video when I've got 2 big jobs that I need to edit. And that was the moment right then and there. It was like, if I can't do what I want to do, this ain't worth it. I don't care. So I stopped. After those 2 jobs, I quit taking video clients. Long story short, I quit music for a lot of years, and I did other things, including building a school bus, which is this thing back here. And this changed my whole entire life and outlook on everything. Like it just changes the way you think. It's like I can just decide to sit next to this river for as long as I want, because the bills are just way lower. Like it's gas, food, and then like a cell phone bill. Like that's, so apartments are like, I don't know, thousands of dollars, and it's just crazy out there. So you gotta like work every day just to make it happen. And the cool thing about having one of these dudes is like, I don't need to make a bunch of money to survive. So it gives me freedom to do what I want. It gives me freedom to go where I want to go. It is a different life. I don't have all the comforts of a normal house. I got to go fill up the water tank. I got to find a place to poop, but it's worth it 100%. So moving to the bus life changed everything for me. I was outside more. I was, exploring more. I was taking pictures more. I was creating more. And then it made me it made me miss music. So bus life kind of brought me back to music. And in 2020, when the state locked down, so I started building this bus so I could go on tour. And go on tour with the bus and make a living on the road playing music was the original idea. And then when I finished the bus, I was kind of bopping around, dragging my feet on that. And then COVID happened. And I wanted to make a record when I went out on tour. COVID happened. I wasn't going to go on tour. And I wanted to record in a record in the bus. So I recorded Squilliana Sessions EP in that bus right back there. And the 2 songs that I played for this, are from that series. And they were written in that bus and recorded in that bus. And bus life changed my life, and I wanted to make songs about it and like for the people in it, because the people are just amazing. And On the Road Is My Home is like the one where I think I got it right, you know. So it's been a long, wild journey. I had everything I wanted in music, didn't like it. Ditched it. Moved into video. I built a bus, and I was inspired again to play. So now I'm not playing for fame or fortune or anything like that. Now I'm playing because I want to play. I'm making videos because I want to make videos. And I think that's the trick with life, is just doing what I want to do and being able to. Not being stuck with a mortgage, not being stuck having to go to work 40 hours a week to support the mortgage. You know, I have a business now. Everybody asks me how I make money. And I learned a lot of skills when I built this bus, just like I learned a lot of skills when I did the Song a Week series with video. And now I build these buses for a living, you know. So I only have to build 2 of these a year, which takes about 6 months, and I'll make an annual income bigger than I ever did before doing anything else. So our roads, we never, you know, 10 years ago, I never thought I'd be living or building out of a school bus. Like, that was never on the radar. So being able to just go with the flow and let life lead us where it needs to be, sometimes it puts us in the best position we could be in, you know. Like, we just got to go with it and let the universe provide our path. And I guess that's my message. Don't chase everything you ever want with every risk there is. Because if you don't risk fighting for it, you'll never gain anything. You have to risk something to get something. Like things just don't happen playing it safe. Like, I learned that with business. You can't work full time and have a business. Like, it just doesn't work. You got to go all in, and you either lose or you fail. And when you fail, you learn from it and you try again. So risk everything, because tomorrow we may never have. So I'm going to at least die trying. So that's the end of the interview thingy.